Hello folks, and welcome back to our Ottomans campaign. So, the war is going pretty well. I'm actually going to break up one of these cavalry. I only need 4 troops there. Send him down there so I'm not suffering any extra attrition. Our ally Crimea up here is at war with Golden Horde. Crimea is allied to Nogai. Nogai was declared upon by the Golden Horde, and the Golden Horde is currently winning that war, but that's fine. Not a huge concern. Unsure what I want to do with this diplomat. It's going to be quite some time. Yeah, 43-day sieges here. That's pretty bad. Going to get a claim on. Trebizond has... They're allied with Theodoro. That's not a concern to me. They are also guaranteed by Georgia, which is basically the same as an alliance. I'd rather not actually fight anybody that can fight back. You want just Dulk. Well, no, you want all of Dulkadir. Well, in that case, Ramazan here has no allies. It would give me a border with the Mamluks. I will go ahead and fabricate a claim on Adana. Alright, continuing on. So, at this point, we're just going to wait for this to siege down. We'll wait till we get our claims. And we're just going to hang around on these folks' borders. And we were immediately found out in Adana. It means it'll take 4 times longer for that claim to come in, but I'm not intending on attacking Ramazan for quite some time. Just to make sure, yeah, they don't have any cores anywhere else. So I'm just going to let that keep ticking. I don't think we're going to declare this war right now. I believe I want to claim all of their land. It's pretty decent development. And having a claim not only reduces the cost for coring land, it also reduces the autonomy by 10%, which is pretty nice. And I just realized, sorry, I turned the music off. I'll let this keep on ticking. Ooh, so the House of Osmanoglu is shaken. There seems to have been a misunderstanding regarding the heritage of the great-grandmother of Mehmet II Fatih. Seems that she was the daughter of a lowly farmer from outside Constantinople. There's too many vowels. I'm American. Pronunciation, I don't even English. We can lose 5 legitimacy, or we can lose 5 prestige. I don't like to lose either, but 5 prestige is much less impactful than 5 legitimacy. Speaking of prestige and legitimacy, power projection is something you get for harming your rivals. It can boost both of those things. And sure, Dolkadir, you can run away in my land. Go ahead. And you know, it adds other nice benefits as well. Whenever we have some spare time here, we should embargo our rivals to gain a little more power projection. It won't bring us to the first threshold for positive, bonuses. At 25, you get an extra leader without upkeep, an extra general, and at 50, you gain an additional monarch point per month. So we have a long way to go to get to either of those, but a little more morale, a little more legitimacy, a little more prestige, and a little more trade power would not be bad. Good, good, good. So we have taken over Albania just in time to prevent Serbia from doing so. I'll go ahead and bring my forces down here. And as soon as I have a diplomat, I'll probably wait until There's no real rush on finishing our mission with Kara. I'll just go ahead and declare and require Albania cede Albania to us. It's ours anyway. I will make them give up the claims, just because it gives me a little bit more prestige, and I will take all of their money. We get a little inflation. Inflation increases the cost of basically everything, but these are fairly small amounts, and I think the money is, at this point, more helpful than the inflation is hurtful. And because this is a core of ours already, there is no autonomy. There's actually no unrest, which is somewhat surprising since it's wrong religion and wrong culture. But yeah, they are quite happy being a part of our country. And we'll go back to improving relations here with Kara, trying to get our rival of a rival mission completed. Meanwhile, manpower is ticking back up. Our army is going to get together here. Karaman and Kandar are now at war with Dulkadir, which is okay. Not necessarily what I would have wanted to have happen, but then again, if they're able to keep Akbarnlu from taking all of that land, that's not necessarily a bad thing for me. We still have unrest in Vidin. Interesting. Why are you so upset? War exhaustion, overextension, active missionary. That makes sense. I had forgotten I sent a missionary there. So we're just kind of, cooling our heels here. Dulkadir is, they're fighting back, which is nice. Ideally, Provence and Genoa have entered an alliance. Alright, so we have all of our claims. We could go ahead and declare Karaman and Kandar. Unfortunately, Dulkadir has taken over Sinop. That is less than ideal, because I would like to have that province. I can let... It looks like this siege is likely to succeed. I could let these two fight it out while I looked for something else to do. Very, very, very interesting. Because I don't have a reason to go to war with Dulkadir. I don't have a claim, I don't have a core. So, to declare war, I would have to lose 2 stability, take a bunch of aggressive expansion, and gain a lot of war exhaustion. I don't want to do that right now. And, in fact, I don't think I'm going to. I may just let... I could let these two fight it out, but I could also just kill Dulkadir's army right now. Interesting. I'm just going to let them fight it out while I embargo my rivals. No big deal. So we get 2 power projection just from embargoing the Mamluks. You get more the more impact your embargo has on their income. So we won't get much from... right. We have a truce still with Hungary. We won't get much from embargoing the rest of our rivals. Some cores have come in, so overextension should be done with. That will make these lands much happier. And in fact, the country as a whole happier. Even Vidin here is considerably less upset. Kandar and Karaman have combined up their army here. Hopefully they'll come down here and crush Dulkadir's army, and somebody will do something here. It's very, very weird. It's a 2-province minor, and 1 province each is owned by a separate country. This is their capital, right? No. No. Carmon owns her capital, so Carmon could probably full annex Dulcadir once her army is dead. Very, very interesting indeed. Rebels have broken Ragusa. Well, it's not too terribly bad. Dulcadir will cede Marasht Carmon. Dulcadir will be forced to pay war reparations, and we'll see 74 ducats. Dulcadir will become a vassal of Akkoyanlu? It's one province. What are you doing? It's even accepted culture, and that is... the AI makes some weird choices sometimes. Okay. So, there's Carmon's army. Kandar barely has an army right now. What is Amasa? Amasya is Highlands. If we could fight in Bozog, that would be nice, but now they're black flagged anyway. Now, I'm going to declare the war. I guess I'm going to declare on Kandar. I'm going to name Karaman as a... Oh, we have a truce with Karaman until September. Oh, well then we're gonna just cool our jets until September. Then I can set them as a co-belligerent. If a country is not listed as a co-belligerent in a war, and it's not the person you declared war on, taking their provinces is twice as expensive, and you gain twice as much aggressive expansion for taking those provinces. May, June, yeah, we got plenty of time. We can use the diplomat from Kara to declare war on Kandar and Karaman. Meanwhile, I'll be getting a claim here on Kosovo, which is a gold mine. And I don't mean that figuratively. It is literally a gold mine. So that'll be nice to have control of. All that money. Alright, the Koyunlus hate each other. Gotcha. What is this? Karaman has announced Ramazan as their new rival? Yeah, those guys are terrifying, man. They're coming right for you. I can see it. Mobs target unbelievers. From across the realm, we have received reports of spontaneous acts of violence by Muslim mobs against unbelievers. There have already been several lynchings, and more than one building has been put to the torch. The mobs are demanding the expulsion of all infidels, while the Dominis have called for increased protection of themselves and their property by the state. We can choose unbelievers have no place here, which gains 25 piety, or we can intervene, law and order must be restored. Currently, we are at 65 piety. We have a lot of provinces that need to be converted. And we're intending on doing some fighting anyway, so morale would be good. We're going to gain piety. It will be a fun. Absolutely fun. Alright, so we have a bunch of money piling up. I'm actually going to take a look at our force limit. Yes, we got a lot of force limit from the land we picked up. I should have built boats earlier. I'm just going to kind of go galley crazy here. For one, they're cheap, and for two, they're very, 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 very effective. Also, more berries. Seriously, crazy berry. Manpower is a little low. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is Kandar, this front should be fine. Since we're going to be fighting in the mountains here, I'm going to hire, actually, infantry, mercenary infantry, to take the brunt of our losses. The Mamluks have allied Akkoyanlu. Yeah, I don't like that. Alright, we have achieved our mission. The rival of our rival, Karakoyanlu, now really likes us. That's a good thing. Gain 5 prestige, very nice, and 25 diplomatic power. That almost makes up for the 33 I lost to the event earlier. Genoa is now at war with Burgundy and all its little vassals. Good lord! France is not faring well. They're losing against Aragon. Castile, France are losing against Aragon and Austria. Is that accurate? No. No, Aragon itself is losing against the total alliance. But France, on her own, is getting her face stomped. They're also losing to England in the English conquest of Lothian. Well, all right then. France starts off the game guaranteeing the independence of Scotland, which is, historical, but at the same time, they can't really do anything because England, boats, lots and lots of boats. France can't swim. It's pretty much the way that works. So, yeah, bad times for France. Not a real concern for us. So, yeah, we're going to look to hire some mercenaries, some mercenaries, to take over and accept the losses here. I'm going to hire, we'll call it 4 units. Hopefully they'll end up being in the front lines. Now, it says our truce ends in September. I'm going to assume that that actually means it will take longer. How are our relations with Bohemia? Let's get a tick of improved relations with them. No, in fact, it did mean September, so doing that I lost a little while. Royal marriage from Crimea. We'll lose 5 legitimacy, but we'll gain legitimacy even faster. Yeah, that's fine. We intend on keeping Crimea around for quite a while. A royal marriage, it increases your opinion of each other. It can help in getting alliances or having them become a subject nation, but it also increases the speed at which you gain legitimacy. It gives you some boost in your better relations over time, and it helps you, it increases your chance of having an heir. I think most Islamic nations had this increased chance of heir as part of being Muslim, but the increased chance of an heir can be very helpful for Western nations, any Christian or non-Islamic nations. Epirus sounds like a good target for our missionary. We're going to pick a mission. We could conquer Kaffa. Again, same problem. Crimea would help us fight Genoa. They just rivaled them, but still. Conquer Crete. In the future, I think fairly soon, we'll probably be able to fight Venice on the high seas. Well, the low seas, I suppose, but not at the moment. Have a fleet equal or larger than the Mamluks. Well, I just queued up like 9 boats, so I think I'm well on the way to achieving that already. And that will give us 10 years of increased naval morale, lower maintenance, and increased naval tradition. Sounds great. We're going to combine up all of our units here. Oh man, our good general just died. And I bet we have lost... No, we're still over 20 naval army tradition. This decays more the higher you are. So at 20, we don't lose much over time. And we have plenty of active forts, so that helps us maintain our military tradition. Alright. Unfortunately, that means we have to roll a new general, and he is guaranteed to be worse than the one we lost. 1312, however, is actually very, very good. The maximum number of pips on 20 tradition is 9, and that guy has 7. Yeah, that's great. Very, very nice. Yep. Don't have any siege here, but that is fine. I'm going to wait for these mercs to all join up and to get a tick of morale before I declare war on Kandar. We will co-belligerize Karaman. We'll make the war goal Senna. Oh, I can cite Reconquest, right. I don't remember right offhand. don't think that helps us with claims, and I don't think this hurts us with cores. Tell you what, I will declare it the other way. I'll declare on Karaman for reconquest of Konya, and then that way I should be able to take these 3. In fact, the total war score to take all of Karaman is 86%, and for Kandar is only 28%. I can't take it all in one peace deal, but I can separate piece out Kandar. Alright, so we're going to take Konya. We don't need to pull in either of our allies anyway, so we're going to declare this war. We still have a bit of war exhaustion, but not too bad. Still, I want to expand aggressively. Kandar should come right on in. Now then. I know I have a navy. I have a navy somewhere. There they are. We're going to, after this fight happens, we're going to take our navy and blockade the eastern Black Sea. Yeah, we won that fight easily, which will help us in sieging down this fort. Coastal forts, if you don't have a blockade in place, you get a -2 penalty to your fort progress, which is bad. You don't want that. It's bad times. Cavalry will be ready here in January. We'll be there before January. That doesn't have a fort, so 1,000 troops can siege it down. We need 3 guys here. I'll leave 4. So we'll just call that good. Pull out. You left the mountains? Seriously? Okay. I mean, if you want to come fight the other army, that is understandable, but I think it's a poor choice. Now, unfortunately, Akoinlu is allied to Mamluks, and that is ungood. Actively ungood. I'm going to get a claim on Cyprus. They're guaranteed by the Mamluks, but you never know. You never know what might happen in the future. Alright, we have arrived in Karaman. Karaman is a capital fort, only needs 3 men to siege it. We will leave. 2, 3. And we will... Ankara is highland, so that's unfortunate. There's a river here not between Konya. So, there we go. The cell here is a fort, but we will come back to that. Alright, let's see. So, we've sort of taken the opening moves of this battle, of this war. We're going to go attack Karaman here in our territory, but for now I'm going to take a break here, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you for watching.